Hi there, my name is Sivine, and today is all about the feet. This sequence is really great if you choose to do it in the morning or right before you go to bed, or even during the day if you have any kink that you need to work it out. It's a wonderful way to get the blood flow going, articulate those little joints that we have on our feet, and then relieve the pain that you might create while wearing the shoes all day long. So what I'm gonna have for this routine is a towel, or it could be a blanket or a paper towel as well. So if you need to get one, you can pause the video right now, go get it, and we'll start right away. If you have your towel, we're gonna get the right foot going. What I'm gonna use is, I use this for tractioning, and it helps the fascia to kind of move around and get the blood flow going. So you start massaging your feet, and the towel is going to create some traction, and there's no specific way. Whatever way feels good is good. You're using your fingers, you can move the towel around, just kind of get your toes going. I'm going to show you what I'm doing, like scissoring my toes back and forth one at a time. You can have the towel over it. I'm just doing it so you get to see it. And don't pull them apart too much, just to where you feel the stretch, and just do it a couple of times and just give them some TLC. And now you go to your ankle again with the towel. You just kind of pull your ankle away from the calf. Make sure you're breathing throughout all this. And now we're gonna kind of scrub the arch top of our foot. And then we're going to put the fingers through the toes. It's easier for some people, not easier for others, but either way, the more you do it, the easier it gets. So you're gonna have a hold of the mid section of your foot and circle your toes with your hands, one direction, as much as they can. I'm gonna do that 4 circles one side, and now we reverse. We're going the opposite direction. It really feels nice. I feel the blood flow going. Now you're gonna gently release your hands. I'm giving a little pull, and then same thing with the ankle. So I have a hold of the top of my ankle, and I'm rotating gently. 4 circles one direction, and 4 circles the other direction. You want to be kind, so don't go to the extreme. And once you finish it, give yourself a little tap and move it around, put it to the floor. You will see a nice color difference in between the two. The one that you just worked on has a lot more blood flow, and you'll be able to see it. And now we move on to the other one. Again, you get your towel going. It's like as if your feet are the Play-Doh, and just play with them. It feels good. And again, you want to separate your toes back and forth once or twice with each couple. When you first start doing it, it might feel a little awkward, but it really gets more and more comfortable, and you get hooked. And now you want to keep doing it. My dancer clients love these. Good. And then give ourselves a little traction for the ankle again. Loosening up the ankle bone. And then we put the fingers through the toes. It's always easier for me on one side for some reason. I guess that's a looser foot. Again, just the toes first. And reversing. And always trust your body and what it tells you. It's going to say, oh, it feels good, and it doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't, take it small, take it slow. Now we roll our ankle. Good, and now we reverse it. These exercises are actually really good for runners before you start running, and of course after as well. Nice. And now we give a little tap to this one. And we plant the feet on the floor. Now, they kind of look more alike after all that work. We're going to roll our ankles. You're going to feel the floor pressuring down into it a little bit. 4 times going one direction. Good. Really feel the edges of your feet and then the other direction. You feel more control over your ankles. It's good for those of us that wear heels as you work. You need these moves. And then the towel, we're going to put it on the floor. And, you might have a smaller towel. It doesn't matter. A few times you're going to, with your toes, you're going to pull the towel towards you and then spread your toes. And then squeeze the toes, pull it to you and spread. I'm doing it with my hands as well. It just kind of helps me to feel the opening. And feel it in. Good. And you'll feel your arches really working. And then you're going to try to kind of push the towel away from you. It may not really work and flatten fully, but the movement is going to give you that sensation. So spread your toes. Good. And we're going to repeat that twice because once is never enough with this exercise. We don't really get to articulate our feet this much during the day or at night while you're sleeping. You just kind of stay. And then we push it away. Using my breath to keep the ease in my body. Good. Some days when I do this, it's really good. It's like as if I iron the towel, but today is not one of those days. I hope yours is. And we release. Good. So we can put the towel away. Now we're going to stretch the big toe. So you want to put the big toe in front and then all the other toes behind it. And you're going to feel a gentle pressure towards it. So the stretch, like that split, it gets a little bit more deeper. And now you're going to try to do those circles that we did with the ankles only this way. It's really good for the arch and that inner seam of the foot to gain strength. And now you do it both directions. So this position is not very comfortable for most people. So you want to start very kind and gently with it. And then relax, shake your toes. Let me do the same thing on the other side. The big toe is forward, the rest is back. And then you go around. These weird positions that you don't get to be in ever unless you do a workout. Feels really good after you're done. Maybe not during, but trust it. And then shake it off. And now we just do the same thing in opposition. So the big toe goes back and the other toes go forward. And now you do that again, circling. It really changes for me. Some days one direction feels better than the other, but today I'm lucky it feels about the same. But if yours doesn't feel the same, don't worry about it. It gets to be better eventually. So shake it off and the left one toe goes back, the other toes go forward, and you circle one direction first. And at first it might be really just one circle, and that's okay because you're just starting to move your feet this way. And then in time, with more practice, you get to do more circles. And relax. Nice. Now we're going to work with our calf muscles because those are very important. So what I like to do is sometimes you can also put weight on your knees, but I like to use my body weight, and then I just kind of put my hands on my thighs, not on my knees, but just above, and put my weight onto my hands. And now you do calf raises. So you press the big toe bone and the second toe down, and you lift the ankles off the floor. You feel the calf muscles working, and down. And again, push the floor and press it down. Good. Trying to keep your body weight on top of your feet as much as possible. 4. We're going to do this one 4 more times. Press down. 5. And make sure you're not going to the little toe, so you're not really going out this way. You want to try to stay right over the first 2 toes as much as it's accessible to you. And last 2. And last 1. Good. Relax. Now I'm going to stand up, but I'm going to use the chair to keep my weight on it. So I go to the side. I just move my chair a little bit up. And from here, we're going to walk our feet. So keep the feet hip width apart, and you start with your right toes on, and now you walk it. I like to call this the jazzercise exercise because it feels like I'm doing kind of the Jane Fonda moves from way before, who I absolutely adore. Good. And then both heels up and down. So now we're doing basically the calf raises with just slight more weight on the feet and lowering down. The idea is to lift the heels off with control and plant them down in control. Of course, in time, you can also do these standing, holding onto the wall or not holding onto anywhere when you feel you're more in control of your feet. Good. And press down. Good. Press down. Let's do 2 more of this. And this is good because it makes you feel your glutes and hamstrings too. And down. Beautiful. We're going to do a nice calf stretch after that. Bring your right foot forward. Let me move my chair a little bit more back. And gently try to press your left heel down to the ground. It may not be easy for everyone to keep the legs straight, so you can always bend the knee and just kind of walk your weight forward and back. Use your breath and release into that calf. Please don't force it. And 1 more. And we switch the legs. I highly recommend doing these exercises every day. Even if you don't do the full thing, you can do the part you're seated. You'll feel the change in your body. It's going to be so much more comfortable to walk during the day. You'll be thanking me, I hope. And now we're going to give a nice big stretch. So you're going to put the left foot behind you, and you're just going to lower down, trying to stretch the front of your foot, the arch. You go as low as you can. Don't force it. You know, I can go really low because I've been doing it for a while, but if it doesn't feel good, just go a little bit, shake it off, change it to the other side, put the right foot, the top of your foot down, and feel your weight gently pressing down. Good. And come up and shake it. Beautiful. So we get to sit down. One last time. Release. Look at your feet. Really separate your toes out. Feel the tension extending and release. This is to work your arch. Again, spread your toes out like what I'm doing with my fingers. And release. Give it a nice shake. Give it a little tap. And if you've done it in the morning, you're ready to go. And have a great day. If you did it at night, enjoy the release and rest. Hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much.